but you've sent me a completely different hoodie to the one that's advertised on the website. And they were like, yeah, well, it's a quality control issue. And I was like, no, it's not. It's been ages since I've filmed in my room, in my house. Is my ear unsure? Yeah, it is. It feels weird. Today I'm filming I think I'm going to label it as a Zara haul because most of the things are from Zara, but it's basically just things I've bought recently. I don't tend to buy a lot of normal everyday clothes anymore. I tend to just, I know what I like wearing. I like wearing joggers, I like wearing hoodies, like I like wearing trainers. I don't change up what I wear that much. So yeah, when I do these hauls, it kind of makes sense to just do more of things I've bought recently rather than doing like a one brand haul. I have actually ordered a jumper from Sisters and Seekers, which I'll put a picture in of because I've not actually got it yet. I got it in the Boxing Day sales, and I think if that's good and I like it, I might do a haul and like test out like their joggers, their jackets. They do like fleecy stuff because that's the kind of stuff that I would wear on a day-to-day basis. So if people want to see that video, then let me know. Let's start with Zara. Two of these things I actually got for Christmas. They're all coats because if you follow me on Instagram, then you might notice that the only coat I ever wear is my black puffer coat, which by the way is from Topshop. People ask me quite a lot where it's from, and it's from Topshop. But then there's just certain occasions where it's like I don't want to wear my puffer coat all the time. It's a really warm coat and I love it, but I just wanted some nicer looking coats. So two of the coats I got for Christmas and two of the coats I actually bought myself. So the first coat I got, this was for Christmas. I've had it like 2 months, but they still sell it, so I'll link everything down below. It's an aviator coat. I think I've had 3 aviator coats in the past. I've had 2 from Missguided and 1 from Topshop. And the issue I've always had with them is I wouldn't wear a coat like this without like a hoodie or like something like thicker underneath it. Just because I feel like when you wear a coat like this with like a vest underneath, it just looks odd. So yeah, and the issue I've always had with like the Missguided ones and the Topshop ones was if I wore a hoodie or a jumper underneath it, I felt like a robot, like it was really stiff and like uncomfortable. And I felt this one when I went shopping with my mum in Leeds, and I was like, this feels like it might work a little bit better, and it does. I got this in a size medium. I don't buy many things in a size medium, but I wanted this oversized. It's really nice. It's so warm. The only thing I will say to beware of is it does shed. I know it will stop eventually, but if you're wearing like, I wore this underneath it the other day and then I took it off and I was like, okay. It was £95.99. Which is kind of crazy. That is expensive for a coat. However, coats tend to be more expensive anyway, which is why I actually asked for these for Christmas, because I was like, I really don't want to pay for it myself. I've had them for the past 2 years, so I don't see this being something that I stop wearing anytime soon, and I'm just glad I've got one now where I can wear hoodies underneath it, jumpers underneath it, and it's not restrictive. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this. The second coat I got, all these are from Zara, I don't know if I've said, but yeah, the second coat I got is this shearling long sheep coat, like sheep. I think it looks like a sheep. I feel like a sheep when I wear it. I got this in a size, okay, I got this one in a size small. I could have maybe got a medium, but I didn't want it to be like too big. I know that these kind of coats tend to fit like a bit looser anyway, so I got a size small. I really like this. I mean, it's pretty simple. The one thing that I really liked about this compared to the ones I'd seen on like Missguided and stuff like that was just the fact that, this sounds so stupid, but on Missguided and websites like that, the button for like the white or the cream borg coats, I think that's what they're called, or is it shearling? The buttons were like dark brown or black, and I just think that looks really weird, whereas this, it's like a light button and I think it looks better. Yeah, I mean, again, I can fit my hoodie underneath this. I wore this when I went for a walk the other day and I wore this hoodie underneath it. There's a common theme here. I'm wearing hoodies and coats a lot. I just really like this, and I think it feels nicer than the Missguided one for sure. It's not super soft because I don't know if people, like if you've had something Borg before, that's the kind of material. It's not a soft, like furry material. It does feel like almost a little bit cringy to go like that with. Fits better and I really like it and I'm obsessed with it. On to the ones that I actually bought myself with my own cash money. Background story, actually. Anyone in England will know what I'm on about. If you're not from the UK, I don't know if other countries have Hermes, but basically they're a delivery service. And oh my god, if you type them in on Twitter, just type in Hermes, all you will see is people complaining about how rubbish they are. Like, I thought they'd stolen my coats because they basically forged a signature and said that they'd been signed for when I was literally sat in my kitchen when it had been signed for and delivered. No one came to my door. I checked my bins, I checked everywhere and they weren't there, and then I got in contact with Hermes and then lo and behold they got delivered the next day, but the box had been opened. Both my coats were in there, but I was just like, that's a little bit strange. I just don't get why companies still use Hermes when they get so many complaints. So many parcels got missing. Where are these parcels going? I got my coats in the end, even if the box was open. So I bought 2 trench coats. Well, they were both under the trench coat section. I just don't think this one looks like a trench coat. And I was going to send one of them back, but with it being Christmas and stuff and the post office not being open on certain days, I've not been able to send them back, so I can't actually return one now. So I'm gonna have to keep them both. But this one I'm not a massive fan of, so this might pop up on my Depop. If anyone wants it, then keep an eye out. It's basically like a, it's not real suede, I don't think it is anyway. A faux suede trench jacket with like a belt in like this cream colour. I got it in a size medium and it was £60. I got it in a size medium because I wanted to make sure that I could wear hoodies. Shock horror, all I wear is hoodies underneath it and stuff like that. And it fits fine, it does fit fine, but I'm just not sure it's very me. Like, I put it on and I just felt like this isn't a very me coat, whereas all the other ones I put them on and I was like, I could see myself wearing this. But this one, I don't know, I just feel like, I feel like a mum. I feel like a mum in it. There's nothing wrong with it, it is a nice coat, it's just not something I think I'm gonna get the wear out of, and therefore it may as well go to a happier home sort of thing. I keep on having to get stuff out of my cupboard because I'm so unprepared and I didn't actually get everything out in time to film my video. Saw Sophia from Sophia and Chinsia wearing this trench coat a couple of months ago now, and it was from Zara, but it was always out of stock. And I was gonna get it, but then I was thinking like it's a bit too green for me. Like, if I'm gonna get a trench coat, I'd rather have more of a like camely brown sort of colour. And then I went on the website when I was saying like I wanted to order some coats for myself, and I clicked on trench coats and this one came up first, which is basically, I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it looks very, very similar. It's the same trench coat that I saw her wearing quite a lot, but in this like nudie camely colour. I will say it's darker in person than it looks on the website, but I really like it. I went to Newcastle last Friday and I wore this black leather pants from Topshop and this over the top with my trainers, and I just really liked how it looked. So it's in a size small and I think this was like £80. The one thing I will say was I ordered this and then I went on the website to look at it again like a few hours later and it was out of stock in most sizes, so definitely a sought after coat because it went out of stock so quickly. But I really like it and I'm glad I waited to find this rather than getting the like greeny one that I'd seen on Sophia, because I just know that this is more something I'd wear rather than a dark khaki one. But yeah, I love it, and I'd probably say my favourite coats that out of what I've just shown you, obviously the suede one comes last because it's just not me. The aviator jacket is probably my favourite, and then this and the faux shearling one are probably like tied. Onto Pretty Little Thing, I got 2 hoodies. I got this white one and this grey one. These are just staples that I will wear like all the time. I think these were like £18 each, and I got them both in a size medium. The only bone I have to pick with these is I ordered a black hoodie from Pretty Little Thing last year, and I thought that I was just going blind and I must have not seen that the hoodie was a little bit different on the website when I ordered the black one, but the same things happen with the white one, so beware. This is the hoodie that they advertise on the website. This is like here how the drawstring looks, that is what it looks like on the website. Shock horror. I ordered the white one and it's the same issue that I had with the black one. So on the what they call like e-com pictures online, the white one is the exact same as the grey. The drawstring and stuff is the exact same. As you can see, the one I actually got in the end, the drawstring looks like this, and it has this metal loop thing, which the exact same thing happened with my black hoodie. This will come down to personal preference, but I personally think this makes the hoodie look a little bit cheaper. And my friend was with me when I opened it and she said that this looked weird, and like it doesn't feel as thick as the grey one, it doesn't feel as good quality. I did message them on Twitter and ask them about it, and they were like,
oh, you can send us it back, it must have slipped through our quality control.
And I was like,
that's not really a quality control issue. You sent me yes, it's a plain white hoodie, but you sent me a completely different hoodie to the one that's advertised on the website.
And they were like,
yeah, well, it's a quality control issue.
And I was like,
no, it's not.
So then I asked, if I send it back and exchange it, will you actually send me the hoodie that's on the website? And they were like, we can't guarantee that because it might be an issue with the stock. If you don't have the stock of something, don't send out a completely different product, just mark it as out of stock. Why is that so hard to grasp? Something to bear in mind when you're ordering hoodies off Pretty Little Thing. So the last thing I'm going to show is basically my treat to myself this year. I don't know why I did this, but I bought the I bought the Balenciaga Triple S's. They look huge, like, and they are huge. I get quite a few messages when I post these, like, on my story or whatever. A lot of people ask what the shoes are. They are the Balenciaga Triple S. A lot of people ask where I got them from. I got mine from mytheresa. I originally ordered them off Harrods and then they went out of stock, so they didn't end up sending me them. So I got them off mytheresa. They are expensive. Yes, they are really heavy, but you get used to them. And size wise, definitely size down. I got a size 3 in these and I'm normally a 4. But the size 3 fits perfectly, and even then I would actually say if they did a 2.5, I could probably get a 2.5 in these, because my foot does slip out of these if I've not tied it tight enough. I was warned that you can't drive in these before I got them. I've been driving in these the past week just by accident because I kept on going out to the car, and then I was like, oh, I can't be arsed going back in to change my shoes. But they've been absolutely fine. The bottom's quite dirty now, but I'd say the rest of them, whoa, is pretty clean. I've kept them pretty clean. I don't wear these if I'm going somewhere really muddy. It's just a stupid idea. These are like the trainers I wear when I want my outfit to look nice, or if I'm even if I'm like going to Morrison's and I know they're not going to get muddy, I'll just throw them on, so I do get my wear out of them. They're not everyone's cup of tea. Some people think they're ugly. I think they look a bit like dinosaurs, but I really like them, so yeah. I thought I'd just include that because it's things I bought recently, and other than all this, I've literally not bought anything recently at all. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up. I'm going to leave everything linked down below. I'm not sure if they sell this particular colourway anymore, but if they do, I will leave it linked down below if anyone is interested in them. Follow me on Instagram, Depop for that coat, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.